Hello everyone. This is Gabriel Rshaid, ESL specialist and happy teacherpreneur here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Welcome back. Today, I am super excited to be interviewing one of our favorite voices. Well, more than interviewing, I will be interrogating Gabriel Rshaid about this truly unbelievable, revolutionary tool or technology. Don't even know what to call it myself. But I'm planning on having this insightful conversation with Gabriel so as to explore opportunities, risks, impacts of AI, artificial intelligence in education. You all know Gabriel Rshaid, founder of both the Global School and the Learner Space, and our tech guru. He doesn't want me to say this, but well, he actually is. But let me introduce you to Gabriel Rshaid. He's an AI expert, and he actually created a guide to integrating Chat GPT in schools. I think it is called the AI Powered School. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Gabby. Hello, Gabby. How are you today? It's been ages. Please tell us more about this book or manual and about any other exciting project you may be involved in. I don't know where to start, but let me share some thoughts, reflections, and maybe tips with the audience before we jump into a couple of questions I'm sure we all have. AI, artificial intelligence, seems to be a powerful tool that will transform education. AI is already here, people, and I know it will influence the way we communicate. And this is the reason why I am super interested in this subject. Um, so it will influence the way we communicate and thus will aid, I believe, in my opinion, its development. As for benefits, I understand AI can help us work more efficiently, can make our lives easier, can help students learn at their own pace, could make learning more enjoyable and attractive, and it will offer new ways of connecting, networking, and of course, we will have access to lots of information. I'm a Gemini and I love that, among other advantages. But the question is AI a real tool or is it a threat? What about its disadvantages? Will AI make humans lazy? Will it replace them? Will it cause unemployment or affect industries? What will be the real impact on the classroom? What about plagiarism? What about content creation? What about feedback? Um, to be honest, I believe AI in the right hands can potentially reshape our lives in a mind-blowing way, in different ways. And I also reckon it will not replace humans, but I predict humans with AI skills will certainly replace humans without AI knowledge. A machine won't replicate creativity, empathy, or any other emotion. So please um, start playing around with AI tools. Learn about AI. Don't be afraid. That would be my tip. I do not consider myself a tech person, but I consider I am a lifelong learner. I need to stay updated regardless of how overwhelming certain situation may seem. My superpower is keeping self-motivated. So I encourage you all to embrace technology one more time, yet having fun, staying alert, and open to AI updates and regulations, of course. This being said, Gabby, you'll be doing the talking. You are the expert. How can we face AI challenges? Where should we start? Can you share any AI updates, tools, information? Um, are you implementing anything new in your school? Why do you believe that after a pandemic, we still resist technologies and changes? How do teachers continue to work with AI tools? Do you have any tip for those teachers who are not very tech savvy? Can you share some real world applications of AI, such as Google prediction, product recommendations, content creation. Can you give us more information on this? Well, people, you might have all heard about ChatGPT, AI, deep learning, strong AI. But for those who haven't, who are new to all this, Gabby, what would be your recommendations? Where should they start? Where should we start? What are the risks of not learning about AI? Thank you very much, Claudia.
Hi, Gabby. Thanks for bringing me in again. It's always a pleasure to chat with you and with your audience. Um, those are certainly very insightful questions that we would need uh, probably a couple of days to answer them all, and even so, we would end up with further questions. You know the old saying, "Beyond mountains, there are mountains," and in this case, the opening up of AI to the world is definitely both a challenge and a fascinating opportunity. Yes, I've written a book. It is called The AI Powered School for those who are interested. It is available on Amazon, both in electronic and paper form. Um, I wrote the book as what I, as a response to what I perceive to be the need to narrow down some of the positive applications of AI to education, since there's so much that has been said, there's so much that is going on. There are so many dissonant voices that are either painting apocalyptic scenarios, not just for education, also for humanity. Um, the risks, all the nasty things that AI could be, and I thought that we all needed a way to try to harness what all this is about and try to make it manageable. So I'll attempt to address your again very insightful questions in a way that uh, tries to narrow the scope of what is a very big topic. So the first thing I want to say is that ChatGPT as an emerging technology is the greatest ever democratization and opening up of knowledge that humanity has known. At a few keystrokes away, anybody who has an internet connection, even if you don't pay the plus version, just by accessing the free version, we have access to a lot more knowledge than before in ways that are totally unprecedented and that are a lot easier than anything we've seen hitherto. Even Google and other search engines and very powerful applications pale in comparison to the capabilities that ChatGPT demonstrates. This ranges from getting tips to go to a certain tourist destination, to getting a personalized diet, to getting recommendations for fitness, and some more formal research and learning applications. So that's the first thing. And as educators, we should always follow the compass of learning. Our north is learning, and ChatGPT is a fantastic tool for learning. So what immediately boils down from this is that as educators, we have an ethical imperative to make the best of these tools that are available. And yeah, and I'll address that in a minute. There are risks, there are uncertainties, and there are even errors, but that does not hinder the potential for a very positive implementation of AI. The second point that I'd like to mention is you've referred to the tech component. This is not about technology. Technology is a medium. UNESCO has just released a GEM report on whose terms that largely remonstrates against the use of technology in schools. I found it baffling. I find that the current trend to go against the use of technology in schools, banning cell phones, etc., is surprising because technology is just a medium. But I think in this case, it is the medium that opens up the gateway to all accumulated human knowledge. So this is about learning. It is not about technology. Other other points that I'd like to state: academic integrity and cheating are not the issue. The issue is how we learn. And if there are risks, they are associated with the inhibition of certain cognitive skills that may derive from continued use of ChatGPT by students in their formative ages, in their formative age, I'm sorry, when they're building up their cognitive tool set. And if they rely excessively on ChatGPT, that might hinder the development of those cognitive skills. That is the risk. Cheating is not the risk. Academic integrity, I'm fond of, there's a saying that sometimes we've created so many structures that instead of eating the food in the restaurant, we eat the menu. And academic integrity, cheating, assessment is just the menu. What counts is the learning. And you referred to the pandemic. During the pandemic, a lot of the formal structures associated with assessment were rendered moot, and notwithstanding that, we were still able to learn. So this is about learning and how to make the best use of learning with the development of AI. It is true that because of the way they are built, as you mentioned, through deep learning, layers of neural network, and multiple iterations until they arrive at an answer, and there's a transparency issue, these AI systems, again, as accurate as they may be, they're never 100% reliable. And we need to develop a critical thinking approach, more necessary than ever, as it's always been, to being able to use this tool effectively. The fact that it occasionally, and very occasionally, commits errors does not disqualify it altogether. Nothing is error proof. I'm sure that many of the most revered textbooks that we use and many of the formal instruments upon which we constructed knowledge in the pre-internet era also contain errors. And one of the things we're seeing in the media is that any errors that can be caught or any hallucinations that the system can incur in are broadcast tenfold as a way to say more about the evil and the bad potential of ChatGPT. Finally, the one thing that I'd like to close with is we cannot afford, and this is something that I stress repeatedly in the book, we cannot afford not to learn about ChatGPT as educators, and we cannot incur in what we can call the black box effect. For years and years and years, we used the search box at Google as a black box. We didn't know how Google worked, how it was created, what a crawler was, what a robot was, how Google arrives at its search results. Does it limit our scope of reality because of our previous search preferences, etc., etc.? And we got by. It wasn't so bad. Because of the nature, the power, and the capabilities of ChatGPT and the family of related generative AI applications, there is no way we can do that with AI. We need to learn how it's built, what its database is coming from, about the cutoff date of September 2021, how plugins can enable a real-time search on the internet, issues that have to do with the biases that the data contains, and how the data upon which the system was constructed reflects real-life data, and consequently reflects real-life biases, and how we have to deal with that, and so on and so forth. We need to learn about ChatGPT, its architecture, how it is developed, how it works, not only to help our students develop, again, a critical outlook on these applications that are so powerful, but also as a way to be able to dominate on these debates. Like when people go around and say, "Oh, AI is going to kill humanity," why? What do they base themselves on? What is and here there is the need to engage in a technical analysis. What is the real risk of this? The real risk is not that the AI will kill us, is that we as a humanity, and starting with our collective responsibility as educators, don't treat it properly and don't learn enough about it to discern what is its best use. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, all across the whole process, this is about learning. ChatGPT is a fantastic, unprecedented, extraordinary tool for learning. And as educators, our primary mission is to learn. So we should embrace it, make the best of it, mitigate the errors, deal with the risks, help our students understand and discern what the best uses are, and move forward with the times. Thank you, Abby. All the best.